Okay, so I bought a lot of stuff since my last pickups video, and I thought I'd just include them all here, just all at once. So let's start off with a few books. Terrible Old Games you've probably never heard of. King William, if you're watching, pick this book up. You're going to love it. It's pretty cheap on Amazon. I think it's about $15. Yeah, 15 bucks. Great book. It's a bunch of, it's a compilation of a ton of really, really bad PC games. Mostly European PC games, but other really, really bad PC games. Just tons of good stuff. A really fun read. He made a sequel, but it's not up on Amazon anymore. But this one still is, so pick it up. I think you specifically, King William. I think you'll love it. And hey, anybody else, you'll love it too, because I loved reading through this. This was a really, really cool read. Tons of games that I have never, ever heard of. And a movie I've never heard of either, Highlander. I'm sure you've seen the pictures, because never even heard of Highlander before. Maybe you might know. Anyway. Next up, we got Sonic Select Book 8. This is pretty cool, because it features my favorite character, Tails. And it includes his all 3 issues of his miniseries, what led up to it, and then all 3 issues of his miniseries, and an issue from the 90s comic, from the 90s. Oh boy, the 90s. the late 90s, when things got real weird, with the Sonic Archie series. But cool, really cool. This book hasn't been in production since, doesn't say, it says right around here, since 2013. You can see here, coming October 2013, coming November 2013, coming March 2014. So this hasn't been in production since 2013, and it was pretty cool to find. It was on Amazon for 12 bucks. And I recently just purchased book 4 as well. That should be coming in maybe next week. So there you go. All right, let's get on to the movies. So we've got Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This was a lot of fun. This was really cool. Found it for $1, and I said, I gotta have it. You know why? Because I love Fantastic Beasts. I don't like the second one. I don't like the third. Or I don't like the second one. I've never seen the third. But the first one, magnificent. I think Fantastic Beasts 1 is up there with the best of the Harry Potter movies. I love it. I love it so much. I love the characters. I love the setting. It's a great movie. And then this one I was really shocked to find for $1. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This one came out in 2021. So it's the sequel to the 2018 Venom movie for $1. $1 Blu-ray. Really cool find. Now I'll watch that sometime. For 49 cents, we got Madagascar Escape to Africa. Yeah, it's my least favorite of the Madagascar movies, but hey, it's 49 cents. I mean, I'm sure I'll find some fun out of it with that. There's a few key scenes I remember. So there you are. Atomic Betty Volume 1. So this is pretty cool. This is a show that I've been meaning to watch for quite a long time. I played the Game Boy Advance game a while back, and I said, hey, this is fun, and the art style looks really cool. So I finally found the DVD for $1. So give that a watch at some point. Harry Potter CNET. Speaking of Fantastic Beasts, you gotta love these CNET games. I love my trivia, and this is based on Harry Potter. And judging from the bottom, HBO First Look at Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This came out after the 3rd movie release, after the 4th movie. I think Goblet of Fire was year 5. No, it was year 6. No, it's year 4. Year 4. I'm getting my years mixed up. So this is just Harry Potter years 1 through 3, most likely. Maybe a few book, but it's most likely the movie. So yeah, just the scene. You never care for the board game. You want the DVD because you love just looking at the trivia, and that's what I love doing. So I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check this out right after making this video because I love me my trivia, and I've seen all the Harry Potter movies. Now look, I love me my stupid movies. I want to watch them because they're stupid. And they give me a laugh sometimes. So we got Steve Austin in his own movie for 99 cents. So this is from 2010. Never even heard about it, but I saw it in the $1 bin and I said, you know what? It's Steve Austin. He's not that great of an actor. I want to give this a watch because it's probably going to be really dumb, but it's probably going to be really dumb. But hey, maybe it might be some fun. It's Steve Austin, you know? So yeah, I'll give that a watch. Who knows? Maybe great. The Best of Friends Volume 2. I'm slowly but surely gonna buy all of these Best of series. I've already got 2 more. I've got The Best of Friends Season 2 and The Best of Friends Season 1, I believe. So it's just a matter of time. Avatar Book 1 Volume 1. So if you remember from last week, I got Book 1 Volume 2. And now I got Book 1 Volume 1. So now I have 10 episodes. 8 episodes from Season 1 of Avatar The Last Airbender. So pretty cool. Like I said, hey, eventually I might get all the volumes. Now, this one was kind of interesting. This one I've never heard of before. Roswell Conspiracies. Aliens, Myth, and Legends Volume 1. 20 episodes. 20 episodes in this interestingly packaged 2-disc set, all for $1. So this kind of caught my eye. It looks like it's 1999, so it looks like a late 90s action show that maybe didn't catch on. I've never heard of it before. But hey, it might be a hidden gem. You don't know. I mean, I like the art style, and 1999, that was kind of the birth of really good action shows. Like around that time, you got, a couple years later, you got Teen Titans, and then you got the 2000s of TMNT that came out a little bit after this. So hey, you never know, maybe good. You know what also may be good? Defenders of Space, 49 cents. And it's a movie from seemingly most likely the 80s. And it's an anime movie. And I said, you know what? 49 cents. Hey, it may be cheesy or I may actually genuinely like it. You never know. But it's got some legally distinct robots here. Completely legally distinct. Do not steal robots. But you know what? Hey, it looks like it might be some fun. I'll give it a watch. The Superpowers team, Galactic Guardians. So, from what I believe, based on screenshots, there's really no definitive way to see what this is. But just based off screenshots, I think these are episodes of the Super Friends, or at least a series that came out right after it. But I like the Super Friends. I like it a lot. So it was kind of cool to see this for 49 cents. You get 10 episodes. So yeah, give that a watch. And then this one's awesome. Hong Kong Phooey, Book of Kung Fu, the entire Hong Kong Phooey show. The entire show on 2 discs. Brilliant. It was so cool to find this. So I've never watched this show before, but I've always wanted to. And I got it. And now I got it. So that's a lot of fun. I'm excited for that. I'm going to give that a watch. Because I want to watch Hong Kong Phooey. All right, so that's it for the books and the movies. Now we've got the games. So we got Call of Duty 2 on Xbox 360. So here's the thing. So when I found this, I said, well, Call of Duty 2, it never came out on Xbox 360. I know Call of Duty 3 came out on Xbox 360. But Call of Duty 2 never did. So, maybe this is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Maybe it's Modern Warfare 2. Maybe they got the console wrong and this is an Xbox game. So I kind of got my hopes up. I'm like, ooh, what is this? I opened it up. It did release on Xbox 360. I had no idea. In 2005, this must be around the time, maybe a launch title? Possibly. Really possibly could be a launch title, but it's really interesting. I had no idea this released on 360. I know Call of Duty 3 did, and I thought that was the first one that released, but no, Call of Duty 2 did. So that's really interesting. A really interesting release that I never knew about. So there you go. And this is what I bought on Amazon. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. I've been meaning to get a copy of this again. I have a Steam version, but the Steam version is pretty slow on my perfect computer. So, I bought this version, and I was gonna buy it from Vintage Stock, but they wanted $20 for it. Guess what? Amazon, brand new, sealed in the package, feels amazing. Manuals, has new manual smell, $12. So, yeah, I don't know what Vintage Stock was thinking by charging 20 for it, but there you go. So I got it again. As another Amazon one, Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. So, I have this on Steam. And again, you know, it runs fine. It actually runs, you know, actually it's better than fine. It runs great on PC. And I actually do have a Let's Play really far in the future, around November, that you'll be seeing of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. But, you know, due to, you know, constraints on my computer, I did have to turn it down to 4x3 just to kind of make it run a little bit smoother. And plus, this version's got Banjo-Kazooie, which, you know, it's Banjo-Kazooie. You can't go wrong with them. So I thought, hey, I'll pick it up. It's about $20 on Amazon. And now I have the definitive version. I mean, this one's got Banjo-Kazooie and your avatar. I mean, boom. Steam doesn't have any of those. All right, and this was one from the $1 bin. 49 cents. Halo 2 Limited Collector's Edition. It doesn't come with the disc, but I already have Halo 2 on Xbox, so it makes sense. But look at this. Wow, Limited Collector's Edition disc for Halo 2. Comes with the manual, comes with the little leaflet thing, comes with a Slurpee, because you got to have that free, see? Buy one 28-ounce Slurpee, get one free. I need to use that. I need to first find a 7-Eleven and then use that. There are no 7-Elevens in my area. But it was pretty cool to find this, and I was interested by this, and I plugged it in, and it does load up, it's working, it's great, and then it says you need a Xbox remote controller, and I completely forgot that existed. So sadly, I cannot see what's inside here, but it's still pretty cool. I like the casing and all that, and I already have the game itself, so I'll put it alongside the game. So, the last thing is the big thing, and this is the last thing. Look at this. What is this? Why, it's a Sega Genesis controller, but you might be wondering, where does this come from? Well, what is this? Why, that's a Super Nintendo controller. Where does this come from? Well, it comes from this. The Retron 3 HD. This just came in today. And it plays Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Super Nintendo. It's got 3 flaps there. A bunch of controller ports. So that came in today, and I bought some games with it. And this thing's pretty cool. I like it a lot. The Genesis works really great on it. SNES, not so much. It has some visual issues, but other than that, you know, it's fine. But I'm going to show off the 5 games I got for it. So we got F-Zero, Classic, $20. I said, you know what? I got to get me some F-Zero. And, yeah, works perfectly fine. Classic. Gotta love F-Zero. The second most classic game, Mario's Early Years, Fun with Letters. Look, the selection was not the greatest. I didn't want to spend over $20 for any game, and I was looking around, and I'm like, man, I can't find much. Fun with Letters, let's do it. Mario. It's a Mario game. In the most simplest of terms, it's a Mario game. But you know what? I hate to say it. I'm gonna sound like a baby. I got fun with this. I don't know. It is the simplest baby-fied baby game you can ever think of. But you know what? I had fun with it. I played it. I played it for like 10 minutes, and I enjoyed my 10 minutes. All right, so there's the Super Nintendo games. Like I said, the pickings were slim with this console. There wasn't much else. The only other game that looked interesting was Pac-Man 2. Which I deliberately did not buy because I've heard a lot of really bad things about it, and it looks kind of annoying. But you know what? I'll get paid again next week. Maybe I might get it. I don't know. But here are the Genesis games I got. So this was awesome to find for $10. Genesis 6-pack. Oh yeah. So you got Sonic 1, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, and Super Hang-On for $10. That's perfect. That is a great first start to my Genesis collection. Absolutely great first start. Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, needs no introduction. Golden Axe is alright. Streets of Rage is fantastic. Revenge of Shinobi is really good. Columns is alright. And Super Hang-On is alright too. So a great first start. And then for $13, Justice League Task Force. So this one I already knew beforehand. It's a 2D fighting game, and it's all right, but you know it's kind of cool. It's a Genesis game, one that never got re-released on anything else. $13, and I said, you know what, I'll get it. And finally, Sonic Spinball, the only boxed Genesis game I have, and it looks pretty snazzy. So it's pretty cool. I love Sonic Spinball. I used to have a boxed version of it with my old Genesis, so now I have another one. Sadly, though, no manual. My old one had a manual, but that's okay. So there you go. So that is everything. Lots of stuff. Here, let me put the controllers in view as well. There you go. Lots of stuff. Just a huge chunk of stuff. So there you go.